Today we're gonna do my trading review and also talk about on how and why I messed up today. First of all, let's start with that on why I messed up. We are going over here and we're gonna type what holiday is June 19. June 19 is a holiday, is a National Independence Day. Okay, so does the stock market open on Juneteenth? Yes, it does, but it closes early. Yeah, that's right. So it closes early. Oh no, we do not open, but like since the U.S. the NAS100 and the SPX is traded in other countries, that's why it was open today. So since it's closed here today in the United States of America, that's why we had lack of volume today and very small range. That's why it's very important to be aware of dates and what is happening. I was not aware of the date because I was not looking it up to see what was happening today. So in other words, all this small range and lack of volume here today was caused because today is June 19th and today the stock market in the US side was closed. In fact, I have this one last short over here today and I didn't know. I came back to the house and I was checking. I was like, why is this stuck over here? So then I went to look it up and totally forgot that today is June 19th. So that is totally my fault. So today is June 19th. The US stock market was closed. That creates lack of volume. If there's lack of volume, there's not enough range. If there's not enough range, you keep on trading this. Like I said earlier today, this range does not seem to be normal. To me, I said it looks balanced between short sellers and buyers, but there was just a lack of volume, a lack of range, and I still traded it. We made mistakes. We lost on the shorts and so on. I'm not blaming the market. I'm not blaming the holidays. I'm blaming myself for not being aware of the things that I should be aware of. So that by that being said, we're going to review my trades from yesterday because I did not do it and for today. So let's get back over here. And also they do not pick up the trash on June 19th as well. So by that being said, here it is, the trades from yesterday. Early in the morning, I had a trade idea to go short over here, but then I didn't. We couldn't pull the trigger for whatever specific reason. So we are buying here for this 945 pattern, which I like playing. That's when it pushes for about 2 to 3 minutes, come back down all the way near the low of the day, creates a double bottom, and then eventually starts pushing to the high of the day again. So two of these trades took me on the stop loss. On the third one, it took me out on the break even, and then I ended up buying again. It went all the way up here. I could have taken profits, but then I didn't. But then from here, I moved my stop loss up, and it did put me back break even on the day. I was up by 76 cents, I believe. I ended up buying again afterwards, after seeing that it started bouncing over here. So I bought it again. It took me out on the break even. I did this this one is, I stopped trading, I stopped recording afterwards, just about like 11 o'clock or so. And then I did this 3 trades over here, being frustrated. Yeah, being frustrated. And then this third one, I was not going to close. I was going to let this thing go, which that would be a very bad attitude towards the thing, but eventually create this double bottom over here. Ended up pushing again. So then 74.95. So that closed me out for a okay trade, and then I attempted again. See if we go back to the higher day over here. It took me out after I put my stop loss up. I attempted 2 more times. It took me out for a break even and a small win. and then eventually it worked. It worked from here, pushing all the way over here. I had my take profits at 750 7509, but as he was going over here, I went ahead and took profits because that was putting me back up on the NAS. So I decided to take my profits over here, just close it, put me back on the NAS, so I'll be ready for today, June 19th, which I did. Eventually did go to 7511, but that's despite the fact because I was already out of the trade. Here we could have having better entries over here since it was below the lower band. Over here as well, instead of me buying this 3 times over here, being all emotional and frustrated because it took me out on the break even, I could have waited for this better setup over here on the 5 minute, pushing back up, having the MACD going close, and then eventually go open for a little bit and push all the way back up to 7506. All my trades from the morning, I had my take profits at 7505, which it was all these trades right here. 7505, 7505, 7505. So I had all these trades over here at 7505. And then these other ones I had at 7513, 7514, 7507, 7506. And then 7509. That was the last one that I closed it for $44.25 for 0.03 for about 15 points or so. Yeah, I could have done better, but mistakes were made. We keep on adapting and learn from the mistakes. So could I have taken better trades, better entries? Absolutely. Could I have taken better profits and wait for the next setup? Absolutely. Is it all my fault? Absolutely. Am I responsible for all of my trades and all of my results? Absolutely. I am 100% responsible for all the outcome there is on my day trading. And here, just being trading on the wrong date, June 19th. Stock market is closed. The US stock market was closed. So was it all my fault? Yes, for not being aware of the holidays. I could be better aware. And like I was saying this morning, whenever you start seeing this chop over here, it doesn't barely goes up, it barely goes down. It's just on this small range, grinding all day. And having like some weird action and some weird price action, stuff like that. Just don't trade. The best trade sometimes, so no trade is the best trades a lot of the times. That was it right here. The best trades is no trades lots of the time. Whenever this range is just weird, it doesn't do anything. It's like you're poking the bear is still sleeping. But we still did it. We still traded. We still learned. We had losses. We are studying the losses right now. And yeah. So that's it, pretty much. I could be better. I could have done better. I could be better aware, but I wasn't. One of these trades over here on the NAS100, I did chase. This first short over here, I was okay with it. And then the second short at 59, I was okay with it because I'm shorting towards like the higher side of the thingy. Now this one over here, which was the third short, I did chase on the lower side. Like it's literally on this third short over here, where it short at 33.51, is literally the bottom of the candle. Just look left, right here on the price. So the 351. The 33.51 is literally on the bottom of the candle. Did this trade right here make me upset? Yes, it did, because I did short on the bottom of the candle. I FOMO'd on this one and ended up taking me out over here. So I did chase this trade right here in the bottom of the candle, which I should have done better. And by not only that, once it took me out, I ended up shorting again. It's right here at 57. which was right here in the midway of the candle, the body of the candle. So whenever you're shorting, you do want to short towards the higher side of the candle, and if you are buying, you want to be buying on the lower side of the candle. Could I have better entry? Yes. Should I not be trading today? The volume right here, it tells you, like the price action, just very small price action. So I should not have been trading anyways. If you it is gonna be trading, at least be shorting out of the Bollinger Bands. Just be better aware. I do have this one trade open on the SPX. Still opens because once the market closed, say trading's closed right here. When the market did close, I did still be on the trade, but that's despite the whatever. So on Sunday night, once the market open, let's see what's gonna happen. Just be better aware of the dates. Be better aware of weird holidays in the middle of the whatever. It's not whatever. I could be better. Better aware. And if you want to short, at least short on this double top right here. 1, 2, double top out of the Bollinger Band. Same thing here. It went outside of the Bollinger Band on the 5-minute and the 15-minute. It did have some right here too, but like I said, holiday, U.S. stock market closed. I should be better aware, but I wasn't. You gotta get better anyways, and it's all my fault. And today, we did close the day red. We were down 50 something or 40 something dollars, something like that. Yeah. Something like this. Was either 50 something or 40 something. I don't know. I don't recall. But we did have a red day today because we weren't better aware of the situation that we were in. And it's my fault for I should have just not traded. Like today, mistakes were made, and besides that, I should have just walked away. And once I saw the price action was weird. I did say like it looks weird. It looks small range. I did say that it looks like the buyers and the sellers are well balanced. That's what I was saying. But that's despite the fact that today is a holiday. So by that being said, I love you guys. Hopefully you learned something from my mistakes. And stay profitable, my friend. Stay profitable. See you guys. Ciao.